It's about 8 o'clock right now. Finished our fasted cardio and up at 4 a.m. as usual. Let's talk a bit about why getting ripped is simple, but it isn't easy. This is the biggest problem I see with a lot of people who want to get ripped, who want to get in shape, but they don't understand this concept. When I look out into the world, it's crazy how many people don't seem to understand this concept and just how easy it would be for them to change their lives if they knew this. So the biggest problem out here is not a lack of information. Now, some of you watching this video, this will be the first time you ever hear that you need to dial in your macros, that you need to train properly, hit the right muscle groups. You're just literally getting into fitness. But a lot of people, they've already looked this stuff up. They've gone onto YouTube, they've read some articles, how do I lose fat, blah, 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 blah. The problem isn't necessarily that they don't know what to do. The main issue is a lack of accountability so that they can stay consistent long enough to see fucking results. That's the biggest issue, bro. The biggest problem is not that there aren't, million YouTube videos telling you how to lose fat. The biggest problem is, or bulk up if you're trying to bulk. The problem is you have a lack of discipline, you have a lack of being able to stick to your habits, and you have a lack of personal development. Because these are the things that will allow you to get whatever it is that you seek in life. So if you want to get ripped, understand, yes, the strategy is important. You need to find a strategy that works, because obviously if you don't have a strategy or a blueprint to follow, you don't know what to do. But once that's finished, and that's why in my group, I have, put that information in there, like the step-by-step, but that's not even really the biggest deal. That's not even the thing that's the most important, because once you figure that out, you realize in order for you to win at this, in order for you to succeed playing this game, and basically manipulating your body to get it to look the way you want it to look, you have to develop a high level of discipline so that you can form the proper habits so that you can get the result. And most people, they don't want this. They want to push a fucking button and they want it to just happen. Well, guess what, bro? You can do that, but you're bypassing, you're basically cheating and scamming the system to do that. So the reality is, it's not a lack of information. We don't have an information problem in this age. Go onto YouTube, go on the internet. We have so much information that it's information overload. What we do have a problem with, though, is an instant gratification mindset. And I used to be stuck in this all the time. Back in the day, growing up, I was like really obsessed with playing video games. I was really obsessed with, video games, social media, porn, all these instant gratification activities that give you a high spike in dopamine. I was pretty addicted to those things. And it only was after I started to develop my discipline, my personal development journey to become more disciplined, to start forming the right habits and to start getting rid of those bad habits, was I actually able to stay consistent enough to see results. And see, a lot of people, they don't have that level of discipline yet. And so the reality is, if you want to form that level of discipline, you're going to have to make some sacrifices. There's no way around it, bro. Like, if you want to dial in your macros so that you can start to lose weight and get in the best shape of your life, you're going to have to sacrifice the overeating. You're going to have to sacrifice a lot of the junk food. You're going to have to make fucking sacrifices, and you're going to have to change. Because if you had the right habits right now, okay, if you had the habits right now, you would be where you wanted to be. Or you'd be at least so close and on your way there, and you knew you were doing the right thing, that you wouldn't be questioning yourself. So the reality is, we don't have an information problem. We don't have, an education issue. There's so much available. Literally, I give you guys step-by-step what to do in my community. So there's I literally give you free guide. Like on my Instagram, I've got the free guide. In my community, I've got the free guide. So there's not a lack of information. There really isn't. The biggest issue is an application issue. It's an issue of people being so obsessed with instant gratification and needing the result right now that they aren't willing to put in the work, even for a few fucking months. Like, bro, you can massively change your physique in a few months, even just 2 months. But it's like people are, 1 week, they're not seeing progress. Oh, what's happening? I'm not seeing progress. Bro, you have, you have to actually put in some fucking work. Like, does anything in life that's worth anything come easy? No, of course not. Nothing in life that's worth anything is going to come easy to you. It's just not going to happen. You have to be willing to put in the work. And this is the biggest mindset shift that I had in terms of building discipline and these habits that'll take you to where you want to go. Once you have that strategy and you figured out that this is a strategy that works because it's worked for other people, and you know that this is what you need to be doing, once you have that dialed in, the only thing you need to focus on are the daily habits that allow you to actually carry out that strategy, because enough days over time will lead you to get that result. That's the only thing you need to focus on. Stop focusing on, oh, I want the abs. Oh, I want this, I want that. Focus every day on hitting those habits and completing those habits that you need to. Focus every day on training better in the gym. Focus every day on hitting your macros, getting in enough protein. If you can do that over enough days, you will automatically get the result, because now you've built the habit. But the problem is, people get started and they're like, oh, I've been doing this for a week. I've been tracking my macros. It's day number 5. I've been doing really good. Let me take my foot off the gas and let me go and just, basically skip out on hitting my macros for the next 5 days. And it's like, dude, you got to look at this as a lifestyle change, because that's what it is. Your current lifestyle has gotten you to the point where you're walking around with a beer belly and man boobs, which is unacceptable in 2024. There's no reason that any man should be walking around here with anything else than being ripped. Now, obviously you don't need to have abs 24/7, but there's no reason to be walking around not being fit. There's just no reason. The information is super abundant. It's everywhere. There's too much information. So that's not really the problem. I mean, I offer free information on my YouTube channel and my guides on what to do. The main issue is it's a lack of accountability. It's a lack of you being accountable to yourself and actually sticking to your word. That is the main issue. I know this from experience because I was that same person. Now, when I first started in my on my journey, I got into the gym and I started working out like 6 days a week, and I was really consistent, and I started to build that momentum and that discipline, and I started to see results. But once I started to see those results, I kind of started to pull back a bit. I was like, oh, well, I got the results, so it's okay if I skip a day here, skip a day there. And the next thing you know, you're kind of sliding backwards. This is why you need to adopt the mindset of these habits that I'm doing every day, it's for life. This is a lifestyle. It's not just some quick fix. This is why I don't like the whole thing of like, oh, like you're going to go on like some super extreme diet, or you're going to go do some super extreme training. You need to think long term. What is sustainable long term for you to be able to do? You know what I mean? Like, what daily habits can you do? Like for me, the daily habits of when I'm in a cut and I'm trying to get ripped or I'm bulking, I track my fucking macros. I know what I'm eating. I make sure I hit that goal every single day. Now, if I'm at maintenance, I don't need to fucking worry about it, because, it's just not really something to really worry about, because I'm in maintenance. But I don't really like to stay in maintenance. I like to either be on one side or the other. I like to be either bulking or cutting or just always improving, because maintenance is kind of a false term in the sense that you're not gonna, like, there is no such thing as really maintenance, to be honest. Like, if you're in a maintenance, like, it's fine to call it like a rest period, but maintenance isn't even really a thing, because when you're just maintaining, you're just slowly sliding backwards, basically. So at the end of the day, bro, it's all about constant improvement. It's all about building that high level of discipline and habits so that you can stick with the fucking blueprint. Because if I right now handed you a blueprint on exactly the steps necessary for you to get absolutely ripped, like literally abs, veins popping, just feeling amazing, high level of confidence, if I did that, you would probably not be able to stay consistent with it, because you have not built that level of discipline yet. You have not built those habits yet. And you still have an instant gratification mindset. A lot of people wonder, why am I like against drinking and porn and smoking weed? Because all of those things are instant gratification mindset. And so when you do those things, it trains your brain to go after very quick pleasure, right? It trains your brain to go after quick pleasure. And all of the things that are hard in life, all the goals that you have, the external things you want, the abs, the body, that internal state of even feeling fulfilled, that all comes through doing uncomfortable things and doing them consistently. It doesn't come from the instant gratification. You know how it feels when, you don't want to be doing a bad habit and you do it and you feel like shit afterwards. That's because you just did something of instant gratification, and the regret is telling you shouldn't be fucking doing this. And it's like, people want to get ripped. They want abs, but they have no discipline. And so everyone starts, they all try to do something for a week. Oh, I'm going on a diet for 2 weeks, but nothing fucking changes, bro. And I'm so sick and tired of seeing all these people out here making a small attempt at changing their life and just giving up so fast because they encountered some hardship. Because we live in a fucking society that's so obsessed with getting quick results, with living an instant gratification lifestyle and just feeling so fucking comfortable all the time and feeling so good. You want abs, you want to get ripped, you want to be disciplined, you want to live a life of purpose, wake up at the same fucking time every day. The majority of you out there can't even wake up at 6 or 7 a.m. at the same time every single day, 7 days a week. That's sad, bro. That is fucking sad. And a big part of why you can't do that is because you're constantly going after instant gratification. Oh, on the weekends, I'm going to go out and get absolutely wasted. Like, what? You're going to go out on the weekends and get absolutely wasted. You really think you're going to be able to wake up early, bro? You think you're going to maintain that? It's not going to happen, bro. It's not going to happen. So understand that discipline is the key. If you can have a high level of discipline in the beginning to start to form those habits, you will succeed in whatever endeavor you have, especially fitness, because it's so easy. Once you have the discipline, it's so easy to just stay on track with what you need to do and just hit your targets every day. And then day after day after day, if you're doing that, you just end up with the result. So the biggest thing is the discipline, is the habit building, and the accountability. You know, if you struggle to keep yourself accountable, that's the biggest problem. And that's why I don't focus so much. Like, I give out the information and I try to like tell people what they need to do and everything. But that's why I have coaching, because people need someone to hold them accountable. People need someone to actually look at them and go, dude, are you on target? Like, what's going on? What are the problems? You need actually someone to be able to help you in that way. And a lot of people do. And so that's why I decided, you know what, like, I'm going to offer that for the people who need it. Yes, I have to spend my time doing it, but if that's going to help people get results, that's what I got to do. You know what I mean? Because a lot of people out there just, you know, give a bunch of information, but they don't understand the biggest problem that you face in any endeavor, whether that be you starting a fucking business, a career, you being in school, whether that be, you know, you trying to get fit, all of those things. Yes, you need a strategy and a blueprint, but the biggest thing that's going to hold you back, bro, is your lack of discipline, your lack of accountability, and your lack of habit formation. So getting ripped is simple. Once you know what the strategy is, it's very simple, but it's not easy. I'm not going to lie. I'm not going to sit here and lie to you and tell you it's easy, because it's not. It's not easy. It's going to take work. It's going to take you transforming and ascending to a whole new level. But that's what's so beautiful about the process, is it takes you to a whole new level, and you ascend into a whole new person and a whole new level of consciousness. So I'm going to get going back. I got to refuel. I'm still fasted right now. I need to get back. I need to go get some fucking food because I need some protein and I'm getting hungry. So I'm going to end the video here, but I just want to say, continue on your journey, bro. Continue to focus on your personal development, your discipline, and your habits, because that is where your success is going to come from. Keep ascending, and we'll see you later.